Somebody said, did he fall off the bed?
Yeah, he fell off the bed. That's what me and her really got into it about. So look, little bro fall off the bed. I'm like, man, pick him up. She's like, oh, he's strong. Man, walked out the hotel, bro. It made me so mad. She needs to go get him some proper therapy and be a mom. That's what's really wrong, bro. And nobody wanna say that, or her friends, everybody wanna hide it. No, she need to go get him some proper therapy and be a mom. That's what's wrong. Nothing really wrong with him. It could get right. But she need to get right, or somebody need, like, I feel bad for helping her. Go get the baby from her sister. I should have left him with the sister. He was better off there. Dead homies.
Y'all was drinking, even you, with the baby and stuff. Why are you lying?
Bringing the flute out in real life, though. Ladies!
Child, and people still remember when Bino said that story about Junior rolling off the bed, and Chan just saying he's strong and should go back to sleep. It had the whole internet buzzing because the baby was still learning to sit up, and the way the moment was described had folks confused and talking non-stop. But that's not the only thing Bino has shared about how he feels regarding Chan's parenting, and it's hard to tell if he's frustrated about the breakup or just venting, because allegedly he's been talking a lot lately. And supposedly, he isn't the only one with something to say. Word floating around is that Hazel-E supposedly has her own opinions about what happens behind the scenes with Junior, and that just added even more noise to an already messy situation. Here we go again with another round of stories and reactions. Now, some people online were quick to say that Bino might not be the best person to comment on Chan and her son, especially after the things that happened back when they were still together. Folks still remember the Las Vegas situation, where police and CPS showed up at a hotel after a live stream caught a messy scene with bottles, smoke, and nitrous oxide tanks in the room, while Chan and Bino were there with 2 babies present. Reports at the time said there were signs someone had been smoking inside, and because Bino booked the room, he was fined $1,000 right there on the spot. There were no arrests, no long-term action taken, and after authorities talked to everyone, the couple was allowed to stay in the suite, which had people wondering how the situation wrapped up so quickly. But honestly, that moment is long gone, so let's keep moving because what happened afterward is what kept people talking. Bino and Chan eventually split, and he claimed the breaking point for him was that Chan refused to remove Blue's face tattoo, which led to a lot of tension between them. Ever since then, he's been speaking more openly about how he viewed certain moments around Junior, but everything he's saying is still just his side, nothing confirmed. To be fair, the people who've dated Chan since she became a mother would naturally see more than the public, so that's why some of Bino's claims draw attention even when folks take them with caution. For example, there was the story about little Chan Jr. rolling off the bed, and instead of Chan grabbing him right away or checking him immediately, Bino claims he told her to get the baby, and she responded with, "It'll make him stronger, go back to sleep." That comment had the internet stuck for a second because people weren't expecting that kind of reaction, especially during a moment that could startle any child. Some online reactions called the moment concerning because babies need extra support and careful attention since they can't voice how they feel after something like a fall. People pointed out that even small accidents can matter, so the way she allegedly brushed it off had viewers questioning her judgment, at least based on how Bino described the situation. There's a difference between joking and being relaxed, and then there's making sure a child is good, and folks felt like that line got blurry in that story. And honestly, this wasn't the first time people online raised eyebrows about how she handles certain situations with Junior, so Bino telling this story just added more heat to conversations that were already happening. That's why the internet reacted so fast. Because this new claim didn't show up out of nowhere, it tapped into concerns people were already discussing. There was another moment where someone asked Bino what he honestly thought about Chan as a mother, and he didn't sugarcoat a thing. He said she's not a good person and not a good mom, adding that he stepped away because the whole situation was messing with his mental health. He said Chan should get their son proper support from professionals and really step up in her role as a parent. He kept pushing the idea that this is the real issue at hand, saying that people tiptoe around it instead of speaking openly. According to him, nothing is seriously wrong with their child, and things could get better with the right guidance, structure, and consistent care from her. He made it sound like if she focuses and gets herself balanced, everything could level out. Allegedly, he hasn't stopped there. Over the last few days, he's been saying even more, claiming Chan isn't fit for motherhood and dropping comments about her hygiene, the baby's hygiene, and even saying the baby cannot walk yet. along with a list of other things. Again, all of this is coming from him. Nothing verified, just his side of the story, but it definitely stirred the internet. The moment these claims hit social media, reactions exploded instantly. A lot of fans expressed shock and concern, saying that if even a fraction of what he's alleging is real, it would be very worrying for anyone involved. On the flip side, there were people reminding everyone that parenting is challenging, especially for young parents, and urging folks not to jump to conclusions without hearing every side. However, some comments online were way harsher. People were saying this sounded like serious neglect, and that the baby's well-being should be the main focus at all times. Some even said Chan might need support or professional help if she's overwhelmed, because raising a child is a full-time responsibility that takes structure and consistency. Then came more talk, because word on the street is that Blue's boo, Hazel-E, has been chiming in too. She's reportedly been speaking behind the scenes, echoing concerns and questioning whether Chan is truly ready for the full responsibilities of motherhood, and that only added more noise to an already messy conversation. And yes, to clear things up, it really looks like Blue and Hazel are dating now. They were first spotted together at the Meme House Productions nightclub in Los Angeles, teasing each other and dancing real close throughout the night. A couple days later, Blue and Hazel were seen again, this time at what looked like a music video shoot, which had people wondering if it was just business or something more. But for anybody still confused about what's going on between them, the latest clip cleared it up fast. Blueface posted videos on his Instagram story showing their date night, calling Hazel his fancy date, and she replied with, "Welcome home." They even shared multiple smooches while Hazel called herself Blue's golden retriever. So yes, it looks like they're official. And now Hazel is also allegedly involved in this whole situation because of the comments she's made about Chan's parenting. At this point, nobody is shocked anymore because this circle has been surrounded by drama for so long that people almost expect chaos every week. Plus, social media hasn't forgotten the old receipts, like the clips people claim show Chan smoking and drinking during her pregnancy, which still get brought up whenever these conversations start again. People see those videos and instantly jump into debates all over again. On top of everything already flying around, Blue's mom has thrown in her own thoughts too. Recently, someone online asked Carissa why ChanRock supposedly wasn't tested for anything after giving birth to Junior in 2023, because the commenter said it's common practice in regular hospitals. They were basically asking why none of that happened and why no one stepped in, and that's when Carissa jumped in with her answer. Carissa said she didn't go to no regular hospital, which had the internet buzzing even more. She implied that because it supposedly wasn't a standard medical facility, that might explain why things weren't handled the way some people expected. She even added that this could explain why the birth happened naturally, despite rumors floating online at the time. Again, none of this confirmed, just the chatter people have been spreading. People online had already been debating Chan's lifestyle during her pregnancy, especially because old videos showed her partying and turning up at times. But when folks started making guesses about what that might mean for the baby, the conversation got loud real fast. Some people online even tried to point out physical features or certain behaviors, but none of that is confirmed or diagnosed by professionals. So it stays strictly in the lane of social media speculation and nothing more. Even though the internet was doing what it always does, these conversations turned into a bigger debate about the importance of prenatal care and why medical guidance is so important for any parent. And according to people repeating Carissa's claims, if Chan really didn't go to a traditional hospital for appointments, then that might explain why there was so much confusion around what actually happened. But again, this is all alleged and coming from people repeating stories, not verified facts. Carissa also went off on Chan's sister Tessa in a whole other moment online. She accused her of not stepping in and said she was frustrated with how things played out. She said, "Stop trying to threaten everybody, and everybody, including myself, go work on it mentally. I'm suffering from what I see too. So I'm reacting, I'm angry, I'm hurt, I'm a lot of things too, but I'm not reaching out to all you that was standing there while the baby was being made and did nothing." Her message was loud, emotional, and definitely had the internet talking. Carissa continued saying the family only watched because they were scared and felt like Chan was the one with control. She claimed that if she were in their position, she would have pushed for help sooner. But again, that's only her telling her side and expressing her frustration. Whether people agree with her or not, she made it very clear how she felt. And when you put everything together, the comments from Bino, the alleged opinions from Hazel, and now Carissa speaking her mind, it paints a picture of a whole lot of tension surrounding Chanrock and her parenting. Between claims of inconsistency, arguments about responsibility, and people questioning the environment around her, the whole situation has turned into a massive internet discussion. But at the end of the day, these are still opinions from people around her, not confirmed facts, and everyone has their own perspective on what they think is really going on. So now the question turns to you. What do you think about everybody giving their 2 cents on this situation? Drop your thoughts below, hit that like button, share this video with someone who's been following the drama, subscribe for more breakdowns, and I'll see you in the next one.